Go.
Hello from Bedford. I'd like to say hi to Dr. Jewett, to Alexis, Ramsey, Sharon, Tracy. And as I started to read Chapter 5 in Hubbard and Power, I was surprised at the analogy of the shoes in the boxes. So I brought a shoe box with me because my 40 pair of shoes are all in boxes, all neatly lined up on my shelf. So I guess what I have to do is mix them up a bit, find different ways of wearing them with different things, much like what we have to do with the data. The kind of data I am collecting relates to school board governance. Specifically, for this class, I'm dealing with school board elections, and as they relate to school board elections versus appointed ones, or appointed school boards. It has been helpful to read Hubbard and Power's Chapter 5 on data analysis. In the beginning, hunches may help you get on track. However, finding a mentor who can read and reread your data findings can also assist in this process. This is something I haven't done yet, and I'm just reflecting on who or how to proceed with this. I know I should look for patterns. The one problem I have with this seems to be an inability to get beyond large patterns and move to more specific data. And this is where I'm finding coding to be difficult. We need to be confident to discard the codes or any method that does not work. And this is hard for people and for me because so much time may have been spent going down the road, actually to nowhere, and you feel you have an investment in this data. In Chapter 5, I appreciated the many samples and tables. And so to capitalize on playfulness, I have created the following chart based on our weekly celebrations. And it's something that you may not be able to see very well on camera, so I will email this to you. And I've just gone into our celebrations and coded them and determined codes of family, jobs, research, sports, and weddings. And of course, weddings seem to dominate a lot of the conversation. So there's an attempt at the playfulness that Dr. Jewett was suggesting we look for. Another help that Chapter 5 provided for me is the analysis of the audio tapes without doing an actual full transcription. Listen to the tape yourself and then record any patterns that you see or key statements and any issues that may deal with things like power and control, especially in my research with school board elections. The informal rule of no less than 3 codes and no more than 6 codes can get you started. Too few, you won't be able to do anything, and too many, you may get bogged down. The Pentimento article suggests to the researcher that patience and a willingness to make mistakes and a certain amount of playfulness with the data can help us see the underlying patterns. Patience is not one of my strong characteristics, but I am learning that research does not always go well. Right now, I am having some difficulty in getting a former school board member to be interviewed. I have always thought that his narrative was essential to my research, but now I have begun to think differently about this piece of the research puzzle, so patience is required. Let me state that I am not very willing to make mistakes. I don't like making mistakes, yet I know I have made several. So maybe, and I am saying maybe, I can learn to accept some of these mistakes, rely on my newfound patience, and move forward. Playfulness is a delightful word, probably because we all remember those times of abandon as children as we played. I don't think I'm an especially playful person. I've always taken life seriously. Yet I am trying this with my data. And this video is an attempt at playfulness. Playing with the data may indeed be possible. Trying different codes, maybe graphs, narratives can help. What won't work in a chart may work as a narrative. A chart, in fact, may help someone see differently. To use the analogy of baking, I often add new and odd ingredients. Change the measurements, play with the toppings. A cake can be in the shape of a square or a mermaid. A cake can become an angel with strawberries, or it can be a trifle. This is what we can try with our data. Play, experiment, record, and reflect. Thanks, and I hope you have a very good day meeting together with me in this electronic forum. Thanks. Bye-bye.